This is the new Maybach EQS SUV 680. It's the first fully electric Maybach production car, but that's not all. It's also one of the most luxurious SUVs ever made, and one of the most powerful. In this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this car. I'm Matt Watson, and you're watching CarWow.
Buy, sell,
CarWow.
The new Maybach EQS SUV is based on the Mercedes EQS SUV, although there are loads of important upgrades and new features. First off, let's talk about that massive grille. Yes, the new Maybach is the brand's first ever electric car, but you can't have a luxury SUV without a big grille, can you? And of course, it has to be dripping with chrome. All the covers for the various cameras and radar sensors have been smoothed out on this new car too, so there are no conspicuous flat panels like you get on a Maybach S-Class. The standard EQS SUV has a couple of fake air vents under each headlight, but this new flagship comes with some inlays covered in tiny Maybach logos. And of course, the whole thing gets a big chrome surround too. There's more of the shiny stuff on the splitter and along the bottom of the doors above the illuminated running boards. If that wasn't enough to get you noticed, you can also get the new Maybach with mirror polished alloy wheels up to 22 inches in diameter. There are also chrome window surrounds and chrome pillars between the front and rear doors, just like on the Maybach GLS. These are supposed to make the back of the car look as long as possible, probably to make other drivers jealous of how much legroom you have. More on that in a bit. There's another Maybach badge on the rear pillar and even more chrome on the rear bumper. You can also get this new uber luxurious SUV with two-tone paint and hand-painted pinstripes in 5 different colours, although I'm not sure about the black and gold combo on the car you see here. But what do you think? Is this the best looking luxury SUV on sale, or do you prefer something like a Rolls-Royce Cullinan? I'll put a pinned comment below so you can vote on which you think is the best, this Maybach or the Rolls-Royce. If you buy a Maybach, you probably have a chauffeur to drive you around, so you'll be spending most of your time in the back seats. So it's a good thing that Maybach has fitted the new EQS SUV with some of the poshest seats I've ever seen in any car. Even the standard seats come with ventilation, a load of massage functions, and separate shoulder and neck heating. You can even spec extra massage functions for your calf muscles, so you don't get cramp walking from the car to the boardroom. Then there's the chauffeur package. This lets you recline the back seats almost flat, and it folds the front passenger seat forward to give you even more legroom. If that's not posh enough for you, wait until you hear about the first class upgrade. This ditches the rear bench seat and gives you 2 completely separate lounge chairs. These are separated by a wooden storage compartment that joins up with the center console in the front. This has a few built-in gizmos, including fast charging for your phone and HDMI ports that link up to 12-inch touchscreens mounted on the front seats. These connect to the main hyperscreen infotainment system in the front, so you can adjust the cabin heating, the position of the seats, and even change the satellite navigation destination. But my favorite thing about this new Maybach is the built-in bar. Well, it's not technically a bar, but you do get a fridge, a pair of insulated cup holders, and a set of silver-plated champagne goblets, because no Maybach owner should be forced to drink out of a common glass. Be careful not to get too drunk though, because there are cameras back there. Although these aren't for your chauffeur to spy on you, they monitor the position of your hands so you can switch the interior lights on and off by just waving. There are 253 individual LED lights in the car's cabin, and these can display 64 different colours, including rose gold white and amethyst glow, which are exclusive to Maybach, apparently. The new Maybach EQS SUV comes with dual motors as standard, but these are even more powerful than the ones in the top specification EQS SUV 580. The Maybach's 2 motors produce 658 horsepower combined, which is 114 horsepower more than you get in the most powerful Mercedes EQS SUV. It also cranks out 950 Nm of torque, which is 92 more Nm than that top spec Merc model. This makes it one of the most powerful SUVs you can buy. It's more powerful than the 600 horsepower Rolls-Royce Cullinan Black Badge and 635 horsepower Bentley Bentayga Speed. All this means the new Maybach EQS SUV 680 is quicker than the standard 580 model. It'll do 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds, which is 0.2 of a second quicker than the Mercedes 580. It also makes it a few tenths of a second quicker than a Rolls-Royce Cullinan and Maybach GLS. If you want to see how this compares to another luxury SUV, click on the pop-out banner or click the link in the description below to watch my review of my favourite posh SUV. Maybach hasn't cheapened out on the front seats, in case you fancy driving this new car yourself. The basic design is pretty similar to the standard Mercedes EQS SUV. You get the same hyperscreen infotainment system. The menu screens and digital dials have a couple of new modes, including one called Discreet. This hides as many menus and icons as possible, and the hyperscreen changes colour to match the interior mood lighting. There are a few subtle Maybach touches elsewhere too. You get a set of stainless steel pedals with Maybach logos, embroidered headrests with more new badges, and the doors project even more logos onto the floor when you climb in. Maybach has made a big song and dance about the new EQS SUV coming with vegetable tanned leather. This doesn't mean the seats are made of old potatoes. It means the leather has been treated with natural substances and no artificial chemicals. For example, Maybach uses plant-based oils and coffee bean shells to dye the leather. You aren't limited to an espresso-coloured interior though. You can also get brown, white, beige, grey and bronze seats if you prefer. You might not care that much about efficiency if you drive a Maybach, but no one likes to spend hours waiting for their electric car to charge. So this EQS SUV 680 has a few features to help you eke out every possible mile of range. For example, it can completely decouple the electric motor that normally drives the front wheels, all to help save energy. Maybach hasn't confirmed an official range figure for the new EQS SUV yet, but it has said it should manage up to 373 miles on a full charge. That's 8 miles less than a dual-motor EQS SUV 580 can manage, and it's almost 40 miles less than you'll get from a 450 Plus model with a single electric motor. Maybach has gone to great lengths to make this new car as quiet as possible. The standard Mercedes EQS SUV already comes with special rubber mounts for the motors to help reduce vibrations, but Maybach has added even more soundproofing to make this car more serene to travel in. It designed a new low cover behind the back seats that seals off the boot and turns it into a huge piece of sound deadening. You also get extra laminated glass windows and new roof seals to reduce wind noise. All this means you'll be able to hear the Burmester stereo even more clearly. This comes with 15 speakers, including 2 in the headlining and even 2 in the boot. This plays the same sound effects you get in the standard EQS SUV when you're driving, but it also comes with a new Maybach exclusive sound called Aerial Grace. Maybach hasn't revealed what this actually sounds like yet, so I've no idea if it's a good thing or not. A Maybach can't just be quieter than a standard Mercedes, it has to be more comfortable too. So it's a good thing this new car comes with air suspension with the optional adaptive damping from the EQS SUV fitted as standard. This can raise the car up to 35mm to deal with large bumps, and it lowers the car when you're driving quickly to make it more aerodynamic and stable. You also get rear wheel steering as standard that can angle the back wheels up to 4 degrees. You can pay extra to make the back wheels turn up to 10 degrees. With that option fitted, the car's turning circle falls to just 11 meters. It's probably worth it so you don't have to make an embarrassing 3-point turn at your next red carpet event. There's also a new driving mode called Maybach. This tweaks the suspension so the area around the back seats moves as little as possible when you're turning, accelerating and braking. Sure, your driver might not be quite as comfortable in the front, but does that really matter? No. Maybach hasn't said how much the new EQS SUV 680 will cost, but you can get a pretty good idea from the future price tag by looking at existing Maybach cars. A standard Mercedes S-Class saloon will set you back around £86,000. The Maybach version of the new S-Class costs double that. It's a similar story with the GLS. The standard Mercedes version costs just under £89,000, but the Maybach GLS is more than £170,000. So if a new Mercedes EQS SUV costs around £130,000, you can expect the new Maybach EQS SUV 680 to cost in the region of £200,000. Wow.
I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below. If you want to watch some more videos, I've picked a couple out for you there. I think you'll like. Just click on those windows to watch them. Or if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to this channel. You can do that just by hitting the carwow logo there. Simple.